Spirit,
They better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate,
Hey.
activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey.
Activate. Let's go.
They say I ain't saved because I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need, and that's it. They always in my business because they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible, but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit, activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way? So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot.
Hold
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey.
Activate. Let's go.
They say I ain't saved because I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need, and that's it. They always in my business because they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible, but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit, activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way? So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You
activate.
better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey.
Activate. Let's go.
They say I ain't saved because I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need, and that's it. They always in my business because they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible, but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit, activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way? So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You cannot.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You
activate.
better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey.
Activate. Let's go.
They say I ain't saved because I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need, and that's it. They always in my business because they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible, but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit, activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way? So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You
Hold
cannot.
on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You
activate.
better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Before I get them, Lord.
Activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey.
Activate. Let's go.
They say I ain't saved because I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need, and that's it. They always in my business because they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible, but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit, activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way? So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You
Hold
cannot.
on.
Okay.
Hi. Hello, everyone. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I just opened up my mouth. It's already almost 500 of you in the building. Oh my goodness. I'm lit. Pretty sure. Hey there, Fish Campaign. Hey, friend. Oh my goodness, the chat's moving fast. There he is. Hi. Hi, the fish keeping. Hello everyone. So I'm a little hoarse. Oh, you can gotta be quiet as my cousin. Love you, FC. Love you too. So yes, that's what I was saying. Sorry, my cousin's visiting. I love her. So I had to talk to her because I love her. She's visiting. And so but sorry I was late. That's what I was like. I forgot I had family coming, and yeah, so I wanted to hang out. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. But we're here and we're queer. Okay. So welcome back to my show, the Sean DeVoy Show. I love you all. I know it's been a lot going on. We will be back live later. I have someone to destroy. Ooh, I have some people to destroy. So we'll definitely be live again. And then we'll be live on Coffee. There's going to be a lot going down on Coffee. So make sure, Moss, if you have the link for Coffee, please put it in the chat. Again, if you're going to come over to Coffee, you have to download Discord first. You have to be a part of Discord. That's why I got Coffee, because a lot of people were already a part of Discord. And they are partnered. So they hear the lives that we have. You have to have Discord first. So if you just pay the $4 on Coffee and just go to Coffee and you're just sitting there like, well, what's going on? Where is it? We're all on Discord. So I do drop videos and posts and stuff on Coffee, so you can see all that you have to do is hit post, and it'll just show you everything that's been dropped on their videos and and all that good stuff. But you have to have Discord first. Okay, I think that's where a lot of people are getting confused. So I'm gonna put a list of instructions on my community feed today. So you know exactly what to do before you get over. So you have to have Discord in order to be a part of the lives with us. That's the number one thing you should have. You should have Discord before you even look at Coffee. You have to have Discord, okay? And then it's as simple as pie for that, because then you just tap the link on Coffee and it takes you exactly to where we are. So you ain't got to do nothing else but hit mute. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. So yeah, that's why I don't encourage people to download the Coffee app. You can if you want to, but I don't encourage that. I would just rather you use like your Safari or whatever internet you have, like the service you have on your phone, or whatever device you are using, because then it's less space. And the Discord app is very small, so it doesn't take up a lot of space in your phone. So I would encourage you to download the Discord app, because we're there a lot. We are always there, and the chat continuously talks when things go on and happen. They'll alert you. They'll let you know when I'm going live anywhere else. They'll tell you. So it's a good place to get notifications for anything that's going on with Sean. It doesn't matter if you don't have to have iPhone. You can do the same thing on Android. It's friendly to both of them. Android friendly, iPhone friendly. And so even if you have a tablet or an iPad, it's friendly for all of that stuff. So yeah, so that is how that works. Absolutely. So let's get into Carlee. Is there any replays? I do when the audience requests, I do have some live saved, and then I also can I've uploaded some lives that people have missed. So if you missed the live, I'll record it, like do my own recording of it and give you like a recap of everything that we discussed. So then when you come in the next Discord live with us, you know what's going on. So I have done that for the audience. So if y'all would like me to go back to doing that, I can. I absolutely can. So that when you come in, it's just like, okay, well, I wasn't at the last live. What did you talk about? Then there's a video on the post, and you just hit the video and just listen, just like you're on YouTube, or anything. You just sit there and listen. What and what not. So yeah. So say last night. So so I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. So yeah, we'll get into all of that on Coffee and Station Head. So shout out to Carlee Russell and Nancy Grace. So Nancy Grace went live, and she also interviewed Carlee's boyfriend, Carlee's brother's girlfriend. So we're going to get into that, and we're also going to get into the secret tunnel. Now there is a tunnel. Oh, what's this? A tunnel. Okay. So there is a tunnel near the exit Highway 11 mark that she allegedly escaped through. So this opens up a new site in this case to me, because this definitely means that she was working with someone. when the tunnel that we're going to get into, because there's a YouTuber that actually went to the tunnel in the mile mark to where she was, and I believe on the other side was where someone was waiting for her. So she didn't do this alone. She had help. So when they're saying that a friend was following her and pulled over in front of the car, I don't see that, because we all watched the traffic cam together and none of us saw that. So with somebody pulling up in front of her and waiting for her and then her getting it, like, we never saw anything like that. So it makes complete sense that she went through this tunnel and on the other side had travel waiting for her. Shout out to Pomsky for the super sticker. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, a tunnel, girl. So we're gonna get into that tunnel, but before we do, we're gonna get into Nancy Grace. So of course y'all know Nancy Grace over here with this beehive wig. Now I like a little piece of Nancy Grace. Now she a little era. She a little era. She always got an attitude, and she always like turning her head to the side like she can fight. It's like, I don't feel like she can fight. Like, I really don't feel like she can fight. So Nancy Grace in this beehive, because she gave up on Shanquella. So I don't like her. I don't like her. I feel like she jumps on viral stories and kind of just moves on. Yeah, whatever. So move right along. Let's get into this. So crime online. Carlee Russell's boyfriend stopped bullying her. Now, Tomar, whatever his name is, him. He went online as recently and told people that we should stop bullying Carlee. Now, I'm not bullying Carlee, okay? I'm the cheese queen. I'm not bullying her, the invisible toddler seer. She's going to get what she gets. So, Tomar, you can shut up. Shut up. You don't want people bullying her, but you scrubbed her off all your social media. What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, you're not helping the cause. If anything, you kind of like made it worse for her. So, yeah, because you were the only believable source, and then you decided to scrub her from all of your social media. So, shut up. People are gonna continue to talk about Carlee, and she's getting everything that she deserves and more. So, yeah, no one's bullying her. People are giving their commentary and their comments and opinions on her hoax, on her lying to the nation, on her having so many people running around scared and afraid, and not only for her, for their community, thinking that there's someone at large that can take them or their family or their loved ones, and whatnot. And it was a complete, total, and utter lie, when all of those same resources that this big head hoe used could have been used for people that are actually missing. People that ain't never got that type of priority, I should say. So there's people that are literally missing that the CIA ain't never looked into, the Homeland Security ain't never looked into, FBI ain't involved with, the mayor, the local city police department and surrounding police departments. It's people that literally can't sleep, can't eat, can't nothing, because their loved one is gone. And she took advantage of all of those resources. So she's not just getting off. We're not, there's nothing to understand. So all of you mammies that go around trying to excuse her, there's nothing to excuse. And it's people like y'all, the reason people do stuff like this. Because if you'll forgive her, then you'll forgive the next person that does it. And nobody should be doing what she did. No one. And stupid people like her give people stupid ideas. So if her dumb ass can get away with it, I'm smarter than her. So I'm going to do what she did, but I'm going to do it better. Like, so cut it. Ain't nobody bullying her. No one's bullying her. She's getting talked about. Oh, well. Oh, well. She should have thought about that before she was stealing rolls and rolls of tissue and out of cash registers. And saying that, literally, Amber Alerts costing money. She's an idiot. a pretty dumb chick. That's all that worked. Done failed out of nursing school, literally got fired on her day off. Not fired on your day off. Like, yeah, we don't have time for that. So, yeah, no one's going to make excuses for her. No one's about to coddle her. No one's going to do any of that. She deserves everything she gets. She's 25, about to be 26 years old. End of story. Like, oh, well. She's getting it honest. Everything people are doing to her. Oh, well. She deserves it. I mean, if she ain't going, it don't look like she's going to get too much jail time, if any jail time at all. She needs some type of punishment. Because it's people like y'all enablers. Y'all feel sorry for her because she's stupid. That's all that were. Like, y'all can feel sorry for her because she's dumb, because she remedial. That's on her. She didn't have to be dumb. She had too many things placed in front of her for her to have the best advantages in life. The best advantages in life. A solid household, 2 parents in the household. She got a lot of things Black girls wish they grew up with. Anybody trying to hear that? No. She's not getting excused. She don't come from poverty and things like that. So it's expected. Watch it. No. She was born with a silver spoon in her mouth. Stop it. Like, let's spoil and coddle the spoiled girl. No. Y'all are weird. The ones that try to defend her. What are you defending? Because y'all wasting y'all time defending and talking about her when if y'all so concerned, y'all could be covering the women that are really missing. But instead, y'all want to be mammies live clucking because your child will never do nothing wrong. Clearly they do. Clearly they do. No one feels sorry for her. Oh, well, I don't care that she's Black because she didn't care. She didn't care that she was Black doing everything that she did. Making us look crazy. Making us look crazy out here in these streets. Girl, please. People still hearts broken and stuff because of cases like Shanquella and other missing women. Women that are actually missing. Women that are gone. And she's sitting here just dumb, stupid, and spoiled. And we supposed to feel sorry for her. I don't feel sorry for her. Ain't nothing to feel sorry for. Like, girl, please, you're trash. You're despicable. And you should go bury your head in the sand. You should. Your family, too. Especially your mother. Because she's a different type of evil. To sit there in front of the whole world knowing you're okay. Because she knew you were fine. How she know you were fine? Because didn't she go to a hotel where you was at? Why would she go? How she know you was at a hotel? The police didn't even know you were allegedly at a hotel, but she did. That means you contacted her. That's what people do when they're scared. It's like, yeah, you tried. Like, yeah, no one feels sorry for her. So Thomar, shut the up. Put her back on your social media since you care so much. Put her on your social media and this picture and say, don't bully her. I bet you won't. I bet you won't. So cut it out. Stop making it seem like, oh, you care. You don't. You don't. You don't. Because if you did, you would have told her not to do this. That's somebody that cared. So you couldn't have cared because you would have told the truth when you found out and you knew the truth. You didn't scrub your social media. The only reason you waited to scrub your social media is because you wanted to wait until it came out. You been knew that nothing was wrong with her. You been knew that. You knew. So stop it. Stop. Like, y'all are weird. All of y'all. All of y'all are weird. So, because I'm tired of reading the same story over and over. Let's get into Nancy Grace.
It was the ideal marriage. Little did I know I was married.
Toddler walking.
There's no cars in the area. Looks like the child's been abandoned on the side of the road. Where'd you go? For when you still got on the phone? Negative, but she's saying that she would stand by for police. 42, call the RP back. She's not at their vehicle.
If you're willing to take the time and the energy and you dissect 911 calls, you learn so much. Take a listen to the rest of that call.
10-4, CLA, red and color to Carlee Russell out of Birmingham, 10-11. I'm around on 71 as well. 10-4, we're not getting the female to answer. 42, I copy. 10-4, that's the RP. We're trying to call her back. She's not answering. Out to the interstate as well. Can you give me a description on the child? And were they southbound, walking southbound? 10-4, southbound, walking southbound. It was a toddler, 3 or 4-year-old, wearing a white t-shirt and a diaper.
So now this is when the police was trying to get back in contact with her, and she wasn't answering her phone, Carlee, because she had already escaped. She had already went in the tunnel, you know, and all of that, and went to the other side. And we're going to get into the tunnel part because I believe she did go through that tunnel. That makes complete sense in how she got away quickly, and why they wouldn't even be thinking to look in the tunnel and anything right away, because she was already beaming down. Because on the phone with that girl, the one that's interviewed the brother's girlfriend, she wasn't on the phone with her long before that, and you know, gone. So it's like she dropped that phone, the wig, all of that stuff, and then ran down those steps and whatnot, went to the side, went in that tunnel, ran all the way down the tunnel. I feel like she was running, and then got to the other side, and somebody already there to pick her up. So that explains why she got away so quickly, because that area is a thick wooded area. It's really thick woods and whatnot. So ain't no really running through those woods without hurting yourself, you know, and whatnot. So she couldn't have ran, you know, because they would have found her. It would have took longer too to get further away. So when people were doing the search and whatnot, they would have found her out there, because she said somebody came from a tree and grabbed her. So I do believe that she went through that tunnel. I agree. I think she went through the tunnel. So this is the police calling the phone back and whatnot. And when they couldn't get in contact with her, they reached out to another officer, you know, that was working on it, you know, as well, to see if they knew more, you know. So this is what this call is, the 911 call that we're hearing. Well, not 911 call, it's the officers speaking to each other through their, like, what do you call it, walkie-talkies? Just
RP arrived in a red Mercedes, along with the RP's description was going to be. Copy. Thank you. 42, just be advised, her vehicle is unlocked, running. All her personal belongings, except for her phone.
All personal belongings, except for the phone, in the car unlocked and still running. That is what police confronted when they go to answer a 911 call made by Carlee Russell, reporting a toddler walking unattended alone along the side of a freeway. Listen to our friends, ABC 3340.
Police need help finding a missing 25-year-old woman. Carlee.
okay, someone said about a screen. They said it was one screen. That's one in the chat. So all right. So only one sudden scream. The line's still connected, yet no more screaming or sounds or struggle to. Absolutely, I agree. Please hit the like, everyone. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please, 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 please. Hit the like. Yeah. So I agree. So you just scream out of nowhere, and then you don't hear any struggle or another man, a man, or just something, the toddler, like you don't hear nothing. It's just, and then just, that's just it. No, like, let me go. Who don't touch me? Like, no. It's like, what? I assume she said somebody knocked her out, you know, and, you know, it's like she was talking to the girl on the phone, and then all she kind of heard was like the phone drop or just some noise, and then just heard the highway. You know, that would make sense. But to a shout, like that's it, no struggle. What? I would have to agree. She better pray she never needs public help again. Agreed. And that's the sad thing for anybody else that may need public help, because there are people that are ignorant and will just think that, oh, well, Carlee lied, so this person's lying too. You know, won't take it serious because of her actions. So that's very possible. As well. So no, see, I don't think she's slow. I think that she's just dumb. And lazy. When you're spoiled and used to just getting things handed to you, it's harder to do work. And school and education and learning is work. So when you're used to something being handed to you, no one can hand you an education. They can't do any of those things. You have to work hard. You know, you have to study and retain the knowledge and be able to test and be quizzed. And, you know, you got to be able to do all of those things. But when you're lazy, when you just go to school to be cute, when you just go to school to talk to boys, when you just go to school to do stuff like that, that's how you end up like her. To where damn near every college in America, nursing school in America said no. That's when you stuck at ICDC college. That's when you working for an hourly wage. You went to high school, didn't do great. But still I gotta make more cash. Still not the register is what I'm looking at. Yes, when my parents buy me my degree, I will make a bigger salary. And now I got to see, yes, which colleges are right for me. I went on the internet and found education connection. So I'm a girl. And that's why she ICDC education connection. Girl, she done. She ain't have to be. She wanted to be. She ain't special needs. That I can understand. She's acting it. You know, it's the difference of being something and acting it. You could be so dumb to where it seems like you are, or you could just be diagnosed. She ain't diagnosed with nothing like that. She's giving people with special needs a bad name. Because she can help. They were born that way. Like her. She tried. Oh, I don't like her.
Carlee Russell, who goes by Carlee, police say around 9:30 Thursday night, Russell called 911 stating she saw a toddler walking along I-459. Then after calling 911, Russell stopped to check on the child and called a family member to report the same details. The family member lost contact with her. Officers found Russell's vehicle and some of her belongings, but were unable to find her or a child.
Joining me in All-Star panel to make sense of what we know right now, but first to Savannah Sapp, multimedia journalist, reporter, WAFF 48, Alabama. Savannah, thank you for being with us. Not only did she make a 911 call, she also contacted her family, telling them she had seen this toddler walking along the side of a freeway. And then you hear a commotion shuffling on the other end of the phone, and she screams, and that's the end of the call. Do I have that right?
Yes, that's pretty much, what has been reported by her family and as well as the Hoover Police Department.
Now, explain to me, Hoover is a little bit outside of Birmingham. Is that correct?
Yes, it's very close to the Birmingham metropolitan area.
Very close to the Birmingham metropolitan area. And
Nancy, stop trying to act like you figuring out the case. Girl, we done already did all of this. Like, so sick of y'all stealing from Black Twitter. Like, Black Twitter done already did all of this. Nancy, Beehive Grace. Girl, Beehive Wig Grace. Look at here. Girl. And where's that? That's, so Hoover, that's for Birmingham. That's where that is, isn't it? That's where she was. Ain't that what the family said? Oh, that's what that word. Okay. So, and that's about 5 miles from, it's like, girl. We know all of that. Is you getting to something? Nancy, Beehive Grace. Good. I was jumping to Black for business. Like, girl, we got this. Oh, okay, girl. So, Nancy Grace, now with the Birmingham part. Now, when the Red Roof Inn, which I'm having a phone call today and we'll record it and I'm going to play it for you guys tomorrow. With Nancy Grace, I'm talking about Birmingham, Hoover, Birmingham, right by each other, right? The Red Roof Inn that the 911 call came from was in Birmingham. So that makes sense that the family came to that Red Roof Inn in Birmingham because it's not too far from Hoover. So when she escaped, I guess escaped, and went through the tunnel, met the other person on the other side, they brought her to the hotel. So it makes sense why she didn't walk on feet. Walk on feet. right? Because she was dropped off at the hotel, and whoever brought her to the hotel, I believe, had the hotel in their name. I know that Carlee was at that hotel, okay? Because the hotel has cameras. So Carlee was definitely there. She was there. She was at that hotel. She was. Because the 911 dispatch, when the hotel person, the attendant at the hotel, when they called 911, they did not say that she wasn't there. She said, the family said that she's are knocking on doors and whatnot. You know, so they basically, she was calling because they was interrupting the guest, and they didn't know exactly what room Carlee was in. So they was walking around knocking on everybody's door, looking for her because she was there. But the hotel staff is not allowed to say whom is there if you don't have the name. Carlee's name, the hotel was not in her name. So the person Carlee was with, they couldn't tell her. Like, oh, well, this is who she's with and this is the room. You don't know who the person is. You got to be able to say them by name. No different than like calling the hospital, doing stuff like that. You have to know the person by name. You can't just call up there with an idea of who the person is. Do you have did a black guy walk in there with a girl that had this and that, like they not like, yeah, and they're actually in room 203. Here's the key. Like, yeah, no, don't worry about that. It don't work like that. You got to know who you're asking for. Otherwise, they won't give you, because then they can connect you to their room, you know, and stuff like that. Like if you're calling, like, oh, can I be connected to, you know, dot. They're like, oh, okay. And then they'll send you, you know, to the, you know, the room. They'll transfer you over. And so that's why I believe Carlee was there. She just wasn't at liberty to say if she was there or not. Now, they gave her a description of Carlee, and the description that the family gave her of Carlee, she didn't deny that she was there. The hotel staff had no idea that Carlee was missing. She knew Carlee was missing because the family came and said it. But she had no idea. Like the hotel staff, she didn't know. You know, just because you know, just because we know don't mean she do. You know, that Carlee was missing, you know, that, you know, not everybody pays attention to everything. So that's what that was. She was there. The family just didn't know what room. So it's like Carlee called her mom, I feel, panicking, and hung up. And her mom wanted to go and get her because they spoil her and they enable all of her bad behavior. They enable it. So she went to go try to rescue her. Absolutely. Okay, because Carlee was supposed to go to Atlanta to have her alleged aborting the mission. Carlee was supposed to be on her way to Atlanta the following day to go abort the mission, allegedly. Why do y'all think the family was also, because I can pull that up too, why do y'all think the family was in Atlanta? The family allegedly got a clue or tip that Carlee was in Atlanta. She wasn't. She wasn't there. Instead, she was at the hotel in Birmingham. When the family was on camera in Atlanta, that was before they went to the hotel in Birmingham. That happened after. So they came to Atlanta, the mother and the father, because that's where Carlee was supposed to be. I don't care. So that's where Carlee was supposed to be. That's what that word. That's what that word. And when they got to Atlanta, she wasn't there. So they had to go back to Birmingham because Carlee caught them freaking out. And I believe Carlee caught them freaking out because she didn't go through with it. She didn't go to Atlanta. She didn't go. And that's where she was supposed to be at because the family was supposed to reunite with her in Atlanta. That's what that was supposed to happen. Because the family did not alert the police nor the FBI, no one, that they were going to Atlanta. No one knew besides them. They just went, you know, and that the FBI made a suspicious persons report. I believe that's what it's called, of suspicious activity throughout the case, and them going to Atlanta and not letting anybody know was completely unknown. So they looked at that as like, well, why wouldn't y'all tell us that y'all was going to Atlanta? Then why wouldn't y'all tell us that y'all got a tip? Because the family is going to get tips in Atlanta. I mean, tips in Atlanta. Tips on what's going on because they're family. So people are going to reach out. That's just what that were. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what that were. No one said it was going to be legal. People get butt shots and stuff in hotel rooms all the time. Is it illegal? It's illegal. People do it all the time. Why do people feel like because abortions were legal in certain places that people still weren't doing them illegally? People lay down and get illegal surgery all the time. That doesn't mean anything. That just means that she knew somebody in Atlanta that would do it for her. Just like if she knew somebody in another state where it's illegal still, but still know that they'll do it for her. Like that, what does that mean? Like it doesn't mean she's not doing it legal. Like if she was doing it illegal, she would have just went to a state that legally does it. There's still states that have not outlawed it. See what I'm saying? So yeah, that doesn't matter. Like people have been illegally getting rid of their children for a long time. Like people, that's nothing new. So I mean, if she wanted to do it legally, because there's still states she could go to and legally get it done. Her being spoiled, her parents could easily just send her. I believe that she wanted to get it done like that because she lied and told Tomar that that's his baby. And she knew it wasn't. She was always planning on getting rid of it, and she wanted to be with him. She was trying to get back with him. The 17-year-old was supposed to be like a fling to try to make Tomar jealous. That's what that gives. But yeah. Right, since before sex time's right. It's been happening for a very long time. A very long time. Right. There's things online you can buy. She's dumb. I mean, she literally searched how much do Amber Alerts cost. So obviously everything that she's doing is dumb because she's dumb. She made a lot of dumb decisions. So everything she's doing is dumb. When literally, we can't explain nothing that she did because she's dumb. Oh, Georgia does it up to 6 weeks. So yeah, she's just dumb. So I mean, because she could have did this and handled it completely different, all of it. She chose to go this route, so it does show an extreme lack of intelligence on her end. A lot of the things she searched, everything that she did, not a lot of things, everything she did was stupid. Yeah, I mean, literally.
What can you tell me about this stretch of road where Carlee Russell says she sees a tot boy walking along in a t-shirt and a diaper?
Well, first thing I can tell you is that Birmingham, much like where I live in Huntsville, is mostly interstate roads, busy roads, thousands of cars on it every single day. So the idea of her pulling over on the shoulder of the interstate to check on a toddler is strange and wild to everyone. Because you think of interstate, you think of busy stretch of highway where most accidents tend to happen. So you think of a toddler on the side of the road, most people would be worried and concerned as well. I don't know if everyone would stop to check, especially at night like that, but
other people would have definitely stopped. And it was way too dark. It was way too dark. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. It was way too dark for her to have seen anything. Now, I mean, I can understand you seeing like maybe a little glimpse of something, but to be that specific, because you got to think, she's looking to the side. So she's looking to the side, even her headlights, and when her headlights are forward. So it's not like her headlights are shining on the kid or anything like that. She says she didn't get out of the car. She says she didn't check on the kid. She says she didn't walk up, but she says she didn't see anything visible. So how do you see all of this from where you are? Like, how do you see? It's too dark outside. Like, how it's pitch black. And that's a wooded area. How are you seeing all of this? Now, see if it was like some street lights or something like that that lit up, because in some places there's street lights that light up the side of the highway, but it's usually towards like near exits is where a lot of the lights on the highways are, or the freeways and stuff like that. It's usually near exits so that you can see, especially due to like weather. It's like raining at night and you got to exit and it's raining really hard. Sometimes it's hard to see like the exit when that's usually why I kind of put lights, you know, near exits, you know, especially on highways. Freeways have way more light usually, but highways do not. So what highways is a lot of on the sides of the highway it's dark, you know, it's like it's black, you know, unless the light is shining on it, you can't see, you know, literally. So I mean, unless you're nocturnal, unless you a bat. So I don't know where she get these bat eyes from, but that doesn't make any sense for you to say you saw all of this in pitch darkness. How? I'm like, what? Yeah. So it's a huge lie. Huge lie.
Most people would be concerned.
Joining me from Alabama is James Shelnut, high-profile lawyer, former SWAT officer, and with Metro Major Case. He's at shelnutlawfirm.com. James, this is your neck of the woods. You know, I can't go anywhere without a camera watching me, and that's fine with me. Fine. Look, I'd be mad if you didn't. But wouldn't cameras have revealed a toddler walking along the side of the road?
Well, you know, they would possibly have. You know, these cameras only have a certain amount of resolution. This was at night. There was a lot of other things moving. So what they reveal more than anything is the actual roadway itself, which is what their intended purpose is. So there's not always the best of views off the roadway. But if that toddler was close to the roadway, then, yeah, you would think that toddler would be on the video.
You know,
boom. There was no toddler on that video. So with there being no toddler, there is no way she could have seen all of that in pitch darkness. It's like, no, because that baby would have been on that road. And she didn't say the baby was on the road. She said he was walking. Oh, she's dumb. She said he was walking. She did. She said he was walking, y'all. Did she not? 6 football fields. Did she not say he was walking? She did not say he was walking along, like literally alongside the highway. She's like, I literally see this baby walking basically almost in the street. He about to get hit by a car. That means that he was really close to the highway. She said he was in the woods. What? And then she the only person that stopped. Somebody else would have stopped for that baby. Like, no. Or someone would have at least seen it. No, that makes no sense.
You know what? We're so used to a murder occurring, the investigation occurring, and the jury verdict in 1 hour on TV. That's what people think really happens. It's not like that. Yeah, there may be video, but you may not be able to see a thing. If it's raining or it's bad weather, it's not like on TV and in the movies. Hey guys, I want you to now hear, in her own words, Carlee Russell calling 911 in our cut 10.
911, where's your emergency?
Hi, I am on Interstate 459, and there is a kid just walking by themselves.
Oh, hold on. Where on 459 are you?
I'm right next to the exit 10 by the Hoover Met, like to get off by the Hoover Met.
Okay, so you're before that exit?
Yes.
Okay, and were you headed southbound or northbound? Like toward Tuscaloosa or toward 280?
Towards Tuscaloosa.
Okay, and was the child on the left or right side?
On the right side.
Were they walking northbound or southbound?
They're walking towards Tuscaloosa.
Walking south.
Notice how Carlee's like rushing on the phone. She's rushing because she thought that just saying that the toddler was on the road was going to be enough. And then telling her this is where it's at and then hanging up. She don't want to be on the phone any longer than that. That's why she's trying. If you listen to Carlee's trying to rush the 911 operator off the phone but they have questions. They need to know who is it, what they look like, how tall are they. They need details so that the police know what to look for as soon as they get there. When they catch them up, like this is what get there. Type of situation. So she's literally like rushing to like get off the phone. She doesn't want to be on the phone with the operator. She wants to get off as soon as possible because she needs to get out of there. The call will be quick. Oh, baby, this way, right, so she can hurry and get out of there because she has somebody waiting for her. So she's definitely rushing the call.
Okay, Cheryl McCollum joining me, founder director of the Cold Case Research Institute, star of a hit series, Zone 7, and forensics expert. She's clearly in her right mind. She's giving very specific location information.
Someone said, just came in. Ashley says, just came in. She's getting locked up. I'm going to say like this. From what I gather, the most they could do to Carlee is lock her up for a year, and she would have to pay like a $6,000 fine, from what I'm hearing. That's the only time that she's facing is possibly 1 year in jail and a $6,000 fine. That's what I'm hearing.
Regarding the 459, very clear.
She starts with a salutation. Hi. There's no fear. There's no urgency. There's no concern.
Absolutely. If you notice in that 911 call, she does says, hi, there's a bit. If I see a baby and I'm trying to get to it, oh yeah, it's a baby. And like you ain't even gonna have like she kind of like, hi. How you doing, girl? How you doing? So there's a baby in the road, girl. Girl, come get this baby. It's white. Girl, it's a baby out here, girl. It's a baby out here. So like there was no urgency, no fear, no like, oh my God, like it's a baby out here. Like it was just like just another day at the office. So it's just wow.
She's not getting to the baby first. Most people, when there's a bad accident or a fire or something, they're going to run to go help.
That too makes no sense why she never approached the child. She even says on the 911 call, they ask her, and she says that she doesn't get out. If you pull over to the side of the road because you see a baby, you're going to approach the baby. It's a baby. Like you're going to approach it. And you're going to even encourage the baby to sit there. If they're scared, you may not want to pick them up. If they come to you, you'll pick them up. But if they're scared, you kind of just like let them know that there's nothing to fear. You kind of like talk them down. And the baby would have definitely been crying. It's pitch dark outside. Ain't no adult around them or anything. They're going to cry. They're going to be crying or at least sniffling, or something. There's going to be a toddler. Like, oh no, that toddler would have been scared out of their brains. It would have been so scared. So I'm just like, most adults would be scared, being outside in just a t-shirt, no pants, no shoes, no. So you mean to tell me that the baby was just la 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 la, like skipping and singing through the woods? That don't even make sense. And then she never approached the kid. When the operator on the phone asked her, did you approach the baby? She says no. She said, does the baby has any injuries? She said, not that I can see, like they're not visible. So that means you never even walked up to the kid. You stayed in your car. She was in her car the whole time on the phone with the operator. She allegedly didn't walk up to the child until she got off the phone with the operator, which is weird because you could have just walked up to the child while you were on the phone with the operator to get as much information as you could about the baby, to see if the baby was actually injured or actually hurt, but you didn't. Like, this is crazy.
They holler to somebody else to call 911. She's literally, supposedly, watching a baby walk down an expressway. At any minute, he could be hit by a car. He could fall off into a ravine. And she's just sitting in her car chilling, talking to 911, waiting for them to ask her the next question and not saying, y'all need to get out here. I've got to get out of the car and go get this child.
Take a listen to more of that 911 call.
Or how old do they look? Like a toddler, like maybe like 3 or 4.
Did you pull over with them? Are you still with them?
Yes.
Okay, are you with the child right now?
No, I'm not. I didn't get out of the car.
Why would you not get out of the car? Why would you not get out of the car? But you're so concerned. I can see like a dispute happening between somebody and you not wanting to get out of the car. Like if you're driving and you see a woman being harmed by a man or something like that, and you don't want to like get in it because you don't want it to turn on to you. So you're just sitting there on the phone like, hey, there's this incident happening in front of me, you know, whatnot. I'm in my car. I don't want to get out. That would make sense. You not getting out of the car, but pulling over still. But you're saying you're seeing a baby walking. You pull over, but you do nothing but sit there on your phone and call 911 and just stare at the kid. But you're concerned. If you're concerned, you want to stop them if they're like going out into the woods and whatnot and walking out there alone. You don't want them to get hurt, you know, or anything. So you'll stop the baby. Not, I didn't get out of my car. What? Crazy. But then she gets out of her car when she calls the brother's girlfriend. Then why would you?
I can see them though.
Do you mind staying and keeping an eye on them until we get there?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure, yeah.
Okay, what kind of car are you in?
I'm in a red Mercedes-Benz.
Is that a sedan or SUV?
SUV. I mean, it's a sedan, sorry.
Can you put your hazards on for me?
Yeah, they're on.
Okay. Did you talk to the child at all, or did you say anything to them?
No.
Okay.
No.
Do they look like they're injured?
No, they don't.
Okay, she is clearly in her right mind.
Yes, the family did throw her party. You know that they still got the family thinking the entire family, the ones that aren't the immediate family, the ones that did come to the party, they still got them thinking that this really happened. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And not only that, a neighbor went over there and requested if they could give them the things that they gave them back. And I guess one of the family members, not the mother or father, not anybody like that, I don't know if it was like an aunt or an uncle, told them no and to not come back on their property. Ain't that crazy? Wow. Lock the whole family up. Or lock the whole family up because the community went over there and gave them thousands of dollars, all type of food, ordered them food carts and stuff like that. The community, yeah, like their immediate community in their surrounding neighborhood came and did a lot for them. And they wanted their stuff back because, again, once she came home on that Saturday, when Carlee got there, the family went like radio silent. They went from greeting the neighbors every day and talking to the neighbors every day, and the neighbors coming over and stopping by, you know, and helping in any way that they could, doing searches, putting search teams together, you know, all of that to find Carlee. Carlee comes home Saturday, and then it's just nothing. They completely ignore them now. Like they don't speak to them because the family barely check the mail. When I'm gathering, they checking the mail at night. They working that hard to avoid people. And they haven't been actually staying at the home. They've been going back and forth. So I think they're waiting for things to die down before they stay at the residence. So I believe they're only there to throw the party. But other than that, they haven't really been there like that because they know what they did. Mm-hmm.
And coherent and more. Listen to Carlee Russell in her own words.
Are they white, black, Hispanic, or Asian?
They're white.
Okay. Is it male or female?
I think it's a boy, a little boy.
White male. Okay. Is he wearing clothes?
Yes.
Okay. What is he wearing?
It's a white t-shirt, and it doesn't look like he has any pants on. It looks like a diaper.
You don't see any cars anywhere?
No cars are anywhere.
Okay. All right. What's your name?
My name is Carlee Russell.
And you don't see any injuries on the child from where you're at, correct?
No, but I can't really see them that good.
Okay. Try to keep an eye on them for the best we can because I don't want you to lose track of them. And do they have shoes on?
No. Not that I can see. I can't really see that well.
All right. I've got them on the way, okay? Just try to keep an eye on them, but officers are on the way, okay?
Okay, thanks.
No, Carlee is not the only child. She has an older brother. What is his name? Kamari? Kamari. So it's just her, and she has an older brother. That's it. So her mother and father have 2 kids. And her brother is not from that marriage. Her brother is from a previous marriage that her mother, well, I don't even know if they were married. His father and Talitha, Carlee's mother. I don't know if they were ever married, but they have their own dads, but they share the same mother. And yeah, so yeah, she's not the only child. She has an older brother, and that's who Carlee was on the phone with. She was on the phone after the police call. She was on the phone with her brother's girlfriend, her brother's baby mama. That's what she was on the phone with. So yes, she's not the only child.
Since her role as White House correspondent, Caitlin Collins has never backs of sources.
It's your free ends make it easy.
But your gym, your watch, your yoga pants, at Body, and it's okay. We are.
All right, what's your name?
Start your free trial at body.com. That's BODI.com.
Crime Stories with Nancy Grace.
All right, what's your name?
My name is Carlee Russell.
And you don't see any injuries on the child from where you're at, correct?
No, but I can't really see them that good.
Okay, try to keep an eye on them for the best you can, because I don't want you to lose track of them. And do they have shoes on?
No, not that I can see. I can't really see that well.
All right, I've got them on the way, okay? Just try to keep an eye on them, but officers are on the way, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Straight back out to Savannah Sapp joining us, WAFF 48 in Bama. Savannah, again, thank you for being with us. Police get there really quickly, but when they get there, they see Carlee's red Mercedes, but they don't. That's Carlee Russell. They don't see Carlee and the vehicle.
Shout out to Bobby Cat. Says Google needs to add a feature when certain searches are entered that tells people, are you about to do something? I agree. Thank you for the super sticker. Right. Bobby Cat like, we are over it.
It's still running. No sign of the toddler. What do police find when they get there, Savannah?
Well, they find her purse. It had been left in the passenger seat along with the wig that she had either had on that day or just had with her. She planned to wear.
I want to interview this wig. Absolutely do. Here's another thing too, if y'all pay attention. When Carlee said that while she was with her abductors, not only did they paint her fingernails and toenails, they were playing with her hair. Carlee had a wig on at allegedly the Redworth Inn, because her description was that she had hair, that her hair was, the wig was in the description, not 2 braids. Remember when her mom went on to the news and said that if you see her, she looks like me, higher cheekbones, and she'll have 2 braids. She didn't. That wig was just sat there. She had another wig on. I want to interview that wig. She had another wig on. So that's how you know she just laid it there. Like, she had another wig on. When she was in Target and all that stuff, she had a wig on. Yeah. When she was allegedly seen at the Redworth Inn after the abduction, she had a wig on. When she was abducted and by her abductors, and they were playing with her hair, that's what she didn't say playing with my braid. Playing with my braids, took my braids out and was playing. No, she was playing with her hair. So she had a wig on. So yeah, so that she had 2 wigs.
Everything that, what it was expected to be on her person, except for her phone, was found in that red Mercedes on the side of the road.
Everything except the phone is found. Guys, we're talking about a woman who calls reporting a toddler on the side of the road, but when police get there, there's nothing there. Police immediately began the search. Could you tell me? Let me go to Mike Hadsel joining us, president and founder of Peace River Canine Search and Rescue. You can find him at psar.org. Mike, given that situation, what do police or what should police do immediately to find not only this woman, Carlee Russell, but the baby?
Well, once they get there and they arrive, of course, they're going to get as many officers as they can. This is a high priority call when it comes in like this. We have children in danger. We have a woman that's calling. They're by the side of the road. Every law enforcement officer in that area is going to take that call and be there as quickly as they can. They're going to start from the off-ramp and work their way back up. They're going to try to find the kids, and they're going to try to find her. And then they're going to bring in all the resources they can at this point, because the phone is outside and she's not with the phone and there's no one to be found. Of course, the air assets will come in, the helicopters, and then the canine units will come in, and they'll start tracking to see if they can locate anything in that area.
Mike Hadsel joining us from Peace River Canine and Search and Rescue. Well, Mike, you're exactly correct. Take a listen to our cut 26. This is Chief Dervis with the Hoover PD.
Hoover Police deployed all available assets from the point in the search for Carlee. Additional resources were called in to include our own drone unit, crime scene investigators.
So, with all of this being said, because she lost everything, because she got fired from her job, all of that and whatnot, and then Carlee, from what I've seen, is not a high school graduate. She never graduated from what I saw, and I should have, do I have that? From what I've seen, she never graduated, and on top of her never graduating, she was not currently in nursing school. And I think that her parents were about to find out about that too, because she lied. Like Joycelyn Savage, she told her parents that she was enrolled, and went, but she wasn't going to school. She was with R. Kelly the whole time. So it's this kind of like the similar situation with that. She was, from what I gather, she wasn't like literally in nursing school. She had been in nursing schools and she had failed out of all of them. She literally failed out of them. No, because if she was special needs or had an IEP or anything like that, they have programs to where you pretty much like automatically graduate. Like to where it's like in most schools they have the not the No Child Left Behind, but yeah, like you still graduate, even like if you're on any IEP like program, or anything like that. It's like graduation is basically like automatic type of situation. Like you still graduate. Like they won't, hold you back. But when it's time to go to college, and whatnot, you're going to struggle. If it's not like a community college, or anything like that, you're not going to Ivy League, or you're not going HBCU. Like you're not. you ain't going none of that, But they will let you get your ICDC one. They will let you get your education connection on. And that's what that word. But as far as I see, she failed out of each nursing school that she did go to. So that's why she was working at a spa, because that's the only way of her like putting on like, I guess, scrubbish, type of attire, working in like a hospital type setting, but it's not, it's a spa. And you don't need a college education to work at a spa, depending on what you are doing. If you're just working at the front desk, and stuff like that, which pretty much was work she worked, you don't need a high school nor college education to be a receptionist. So she, from what I got, she failed out of, all of her nursing schools that she did go to. She failed. She didn't. And she flunked out. So I shouldn't say failed. She flunked out of each one. She sure did. Because I do have it right here, but it has a lot of like her personal information. So I really don't, and I didn't block any of it out. So, but I will show you. It's multiple schools that she went to, and she flunked out of all of them. Your mommy and daddy can buy you a lot of things, sweetie, but a degree, no. RNs, CNAs, LPNs, they work hard. They work hard. And it's a lot to know. It's a lot of education to be an LPN, or especially RN LPN. It's a lot of education. And not everybody's capable. That's a lot of information to retain. You have people's lives in your hands, you know, doing those type of jobs. Your mommy and daddy can't buy you that. They can't pay for that. They can't buy you knowledge. They can't do that. They can pay for your college, for you to get knowledge and seek knowledge on your own, but they can't pay for that for you, sweetie. No. You damn near got to be superhuman to be a nurse, a doctor, a scientist. It takes a lot of brain power to be those people and thinking on your feet, literally. It takes a lot, and she's not capable. And it's not because I do not believe she's special needs. I don't. She's not. She isn't. I think she's just dumb. I think she's just one of those people that has an easy life, that had an easy life, meaning a lot of the things that we have to struggle for, grind for, our parents have to struggle or grind for, to make sure that we had a lot of that came easy to her. So, because a lot of people that went to school and went to college, you know, and stuff like that, found a career doing as such, is to be able to afford a certain lifestyle and things like that. So, yeah, I think it's a lot. Yeah.
Numerous detectives responded to the scene. Throughout the day Friday, officers from surrounding local and federal agencies assisted Hoover Police in the search for Carlee Russell. Officers returned to the scene on 459 to conduct a thorough line search for evidence. K-9 teams from the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department responded to check for any sign of Carlee, the child that she claimed to see, and anything else that could be considered evidence in this case. Those searches all turned up empty.
Also, we learn that the police immediately get in touch with T-Mobile to ping the phone in real time. Joining me, Lee Reber, mobile device forensic expert, CEO Oxygen Forensics Inc., author of Mobile Forensic Investigations, and host of, I love this name, Forensic Happy Hour. Lee, thanks for being with us. So we're hearing that LA law enforcement got an immediate ping on Carlee Russell's phone, or at least tried to. How does that work?
Yeah, sure. Generally, the telco company is going to send a signal to the device itself with a response. And so with the phones now, with either GPS enables or just a standard cell signal, if it's just a cell signal, they can utilize it to triangulate. But with a GPS, nowadays, they can get within a meter with precise location for that device.
Guys, the Hoover PD and beyond pulling out all the stops, but then they do something that I do all the time. Take a listen to our cut 24.
Data from Carlee's phone, including her Life 360 app, shows that she traveled approximately 600 yards in her vehicle while she was on the phone with 911, stating that she was following a child. 600 yards. That is 6 football fields straight. 600 yards.
What she was doing was looking for that tunnel. She was looking for that tunnel because it was dark outside. That's what that were. Y'all, please hit the like. Please hit the like. The likes is a little slim for almost 1,400 people in the chat. The likes a little slim. Let's fatten them up. Let's get them likes up. But please just take a moment to hit the like. It's free. Please, 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 please. So she was looking for that where she get to the getting. That's why she was creeping on the come up. That's why she was creeping on the come up. Because she was looking for that tunnel. That's what that word. She was looking for the tunnel, girl, and she couldn't find it because it was dark outside. So if it's that dark outside, it's going to take a minute to find it. So it took us 600 yards to find the tunnel because there was never a baby out there. There was never any toddler out there. So it took her that long to find the tunnel, and we're going to get into that after this video.
Okay, how many times during the day and the night is my family subjected to the ding, 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 where I'm looking for the iPad or the cell phone any way I can find it? And that's what they did here, Cheryl McCollum. Life 360 can find you if you're in another country. They can find you, of course, if you're in another state. But they do it here, and they see that it goes 600 yards, 6 football fields straight. What does that tell you, Cheryl McCollum?
There was no way a 3 or 4 year old is walking 600 yards. They're not going to walk 600 football fields while you're just, again, following behind them in a car, not showing care and concern. The other thing that stuck out for law enforcement, because it did for me day one, she's the only person on this highway that saw this child. That's the only 911 call they got.
Yeah, you know, Cheryl McCollum, I'm a frequent 911 caller. And very often the dispatcher will say, we've already got a car on the way.
We know Cameron. Well, we know you a frequent 911 caller. Karen. Oh, we know. Oh, we know Nancy Karen Grace. We know her.
Gotten another call.
50 people had to pass that child during that 600-yard stroll. Nobody else called, especially, now here's the other thing. She stated she already had her hazard zone. There is no way in the dark going 70 miles an hour that
blacks,
you saw a baby up ahead with enough time to stop and pull over behind that child.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but everything else you said, I agree with. And the moment we heard that, everybody skidded to an abrupt halt, but I could rationalize and explain it. But here's one thing I can't explain away: the Cheez-Its. Take a listen to our cut 4, ABC 3340.
Vancouver Police's new information is raising serious questions about the details of Carlee Russell's disappearance. Police now say that they have not found any evidence of a toddler walking down the interstate. As we are told, Carlee reported in her 911 call and subsequent call to a family member. Police also tell us that Carlee bought snacks at the Target on Highway 280 after leaving work. That food wasn't found in her car or with her cell phone and wig, which were discovered at the scene.
Okay, let's just get right down to it. Savannah Sapp, one question. What snacks? I want to know what snacks she got at Target that she took with her chasing this tot. What were the snacks?
According to police, she had bought granola bars and cheese crackers or Cheez-Its.
Oh.
She's such a child. You go get some Cheez-Its? What? And some granola bars. Ain't that like kitty snacks? Seriously. Come on. Now, if you grown and you faking your abduction, are you going to get some cheese? You going to get some dry crackers and some granola bars? She didn't get no Flamin' Hots. Why are you getting no Flamin' Hots? Why are you getting no Flamin' Hots? Why you get nothing to drink? Like, why you ain't get no little Capri Suns or something? Why you get the high C juice boxes? Girl, why you ain't get no Flamin' Hot? You too good for Flamin' Hot? Because then it's black people, we would have understood. Like, right, because if I'm going to be missing out, these can be some Flamin' Hots. Some, some Skittles, or some Novelators, some stuff like that that's going to last on something you can put up under the tongue, Lord, and just let it sit there and fester, Lord. So, I'm like, girl, that's it. What's he gonna braid your scalp? I'm like, yeah. You ain't getting no women toiletries, none of that stuff. You just got some toilet paper. I mean, because you ain't really need nothing else because you pregnant. I mean, you ain't even need too much else because you was pregnant. So, you got to worry about a cycle. Nothing like that. Yeah. That's what that word. Because notice that. Notice she ain't get no tampons, no pads. She ain't get none of that. She ain't get none of that. She ain't get none of that. Because she's pregnant, allegedly. So that's what that word. The right, no wet wipe, no none of that. And then she took one roll of toilet paper. Like that's it. That's it. And then this is how you know she's really stupid, right? Because right after she got left work and and all that stuff, and after she got abducted, she went to a hotel. So what did you take toilet paper for anyway? It's like, what did you take toilet paper on a break for? Like, but why did you do that? If you were going to the hotel, you took that stuff like you were going to be outside. You weren't. You weren't outside. So it's like, what you take? You just dumb. Ugh. I'm like, what did she take it for anyway? She wasn't even outside. And then like Cheez-Its. And then another reason why she's super stupid. She bought Cheez-Its from Target, right? And she said that they fed her Cheez-Its. What? Did you think you were smart? Because that's why the Cheez-Its wasn't in the car, because they took them and they fed them. And the granola boys. That's what that were. That's what that were. And I know her mom's involved because she talked to her mom too. Because remember, when she called the police and told the police about the toddler being on the side of the road, right? I think I'm gonna just cut this right here and play the tunnel video because we're coming up on our hour and a half mark. Well, actually, I'll play a little bit more because we're coming up on an hour and a half mark. Because I'm gonna play the tunnel video. So because I'm trying to think about this too. She was on the phone with her friend, with her mom. Or sorry, she was on the phone with the police. After she hung up on the phone with the police, she got on the phone with her brother's girlfriend. And she told her brother's girlfriend about the toddler as well. And then, and she disappears, right? The brother girlfriend didn't call the police. Her mom did. Why would the mom have to call the police when the mom had already spoke to her? Because remember, she was bringing the food to her mom. She was stopping to get food for her and her mom. So she spoke to her mom. She had to, whether before or after work, because how does she know to go get the food, or how does she even know what her mom wanted? So she had to have spoke to her mom. And then after that, she sat in the parking lot after she went to Target and bought the cheeses and stuff. She sat in the parking lot and she was on Twitter. And that's what she said, is that she wanted a family now, and all of that stuff to allude that she's pregnant. So after that is when the abduction and all that stuff happens, allegedly. And then the brother's girlfriend, she never called the police. Her mama did, because the brother girlfriend called the mom. She didn't call the police. She called her mama. I'm telling you. I think it's a high probability. A high probability. Shout out to Global Friends Corner for the super sticker. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And shout out to Tasha as well for the super sticker. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Shout out to Lady Blue. She says she did. Thank you for the super sticker. She says she didn't get the Hawaiian Punch. Right. Girl, I love Hawaiian Punch, girl. Thank you for the super sticker, sweetie. Yeah, she never reached out to him. Like, I mean, that literally makes sense. I mean, to the police department. She just called. I'm gonna call her mom. Like, why? Call the police and then, call the mom after. Instead, she had to call the mom called the police. So that's fishy too. So I won't put it past her mom to have sent somebody when she was talking to her mom. And I feel like her mom knew. I do. I feel like she talked to her mom or someone in that parking lot, and that was the person's who was her scapegoat. Whether her mom sent someone or whether she sent somebody. Because again, remember the mom and father were in Atlanta. Carlee was never in Atlanta. She didn't go. So that's how I feel like it was planned. Her mom knew. And when her mom and dad left and went back to the Hoover Birmingham area and went to the Redworth Inn after Atlanta, because how do y'all know that she was there? And they didn't tell the police about either tip. Either tip. Like literally, shout out to Global Friends Corner. AP abducted. She was busting traps out the Redworth. She had another wig on deck, and the beat realized went viral. And the beat, you got a home. I ain't trying to go to jail. Right, girl, this is a mess. This is a whole lot. Maker. So yeah, that girl, I cannot. But yes. So yeah, I believe that they knew. I believe that her mother knew, because they didn't tell the FBI about the Atlanta trip, about them going to Atlanta because they got a tip. And they also didn't tell any police enforcement or FBI, Homeland Security, none of the people that ever worked with them, about the hotel either. So it gives y'all know something. Because how y'all doing more, and how if y'all doing this investigation alone, why are we here? It's what it's given. Why are you not telling us about these tips that you are getting? It's like, why? If her mom's not involved, then why not just tell the FBI? Because if your kid is missing and the FBI and Homeland Security and all of them are helping you, you're going to give them any information you get. Even if they don't follow up on it, you still do it yourself. Like, look, I told y'all to go to Atlanta because I heard that my baby was in Atlanta. Y'all didn't go, so we went. That's not the case. The case is they just up and left. Like thieves in the night. They just left. Same thing with the hotel. They just went. Why would, if they told the police and the FBI that they were going to the Birmingham Redworth Inn to see because they heard that she was there, why would they call the police if the police already are alerted? Why would the hotel have to call the police if they already know? They didn't. They didn't. And I believe that in games for them to meet her in Atlanta, but she didn't go. Something happened. Something didn't go right, or she just freaked out. She just got scared. I don't know. But she was supposed to meet them there. Mm-hmm. That's what that were. And I think one of the main things is that it got too big. So I think that she felt like everybody knows who I am. Everybody's going to know who I am. So I can't do this. I can't get on the bus, because she was supposed to get on the bus in Birmingham. Remember, she was Googling tickets, one-way tickets from Birmingham. From Birmingham to Georgia. So she was supposed to go to Georgia. She was. That's what the bus ticket was for. One way. And why was the one-way ticket? Because her mom and her dad were supposed to pick her up. They were supposed to get her, but she didn't make it. And that's why I know she freaked out. She just felt like people were going to recognize her, and stuff like that. I don't know, but she didn't make it. So they ended up leaving and going back to the Birmingham Hoover area. So it gives the mother knew. She knew. Now, I don't know how long she knew, but she knew. But she knew. She absolutely did. She absolutely did. Let's keep listening.
Okay, so what happened to them? Where are the snacks she just bought? Now, we also know that after her job, where does she work, Savannah Sapp?
Police reports are saying she worked at some spa at the Summit. I'm forgetting the name of it.
What is the Summit?
The Summit is kind of an upscale shopping center in that area, lots of different stores, high traffic area. But she had been working at a spa in that location.
I went to go take a look at the Summit. It's Woodhouse Day Spa. I went to go look at the Summit and walked around. There's every posh outlet. It's not outlet. There's stores that you can think of. Little artisan bakeries where like a cupcake will cost $7 or $8. That kind of place. That's what we're talking about. It's not like she is walking through a high crime area. She works there, leaving there, goes to a tzatziki restaurant, gets food, we think, to take home. That food is still in the vehicle, but the Target snacks are not. What else do we know about?
She says, but the Target snacks are not. I cannot. So, okay, I'm going to pull into the because we're getting to our 1.5 hour minute mark. So I'm going to pull this up and I will be back later on YouTube before. Well, actually, let me do station head first. And then we'll be back on YouTube before we go into coffee. So, yeah. So, yeah, we'll be doing that. Let me pull up this video. Let me pull this up.
Going to show you exactly where Carlee Russell's red Mercedes was found at.
Hair flip. So we're gonna get into what is this YouTuber's name? His name is, I'll find out in a second. But shout out to him. He did Carlee Russell's secret escape, trail, and tunnel. So he's gonna take us. I'm gonna meet him because we just want to see the tunnel. Fair use. All right. Let's pull up. Let's get into. Okay, well, this is where she was parked. Right here. This is the area she was parked in. The mile marker, and all that good stuff. So the mile marker, see, this is exactly where she was and where her car was parked. Okay. This is where the mile marker you see, the exit, all that good stuff. So let's listen to what he's saying right here.
It's quite possible that the car stopped here, right by this sign, and Carlee went down this trail. Quite possible. Where's this trail go?
What I want to know is where was this baby allegedly walking? Because you see all of this over here. So imagine a 3-4-year-old. She's just watching them. What? It's like, girl, you're lying. Like you're such a liar. Like, oh my God. Ugh.
Definitely a trail. And then it turns into like a concrete. Look at this. See, it's a trail. Wow. Right by. And there's fences there to homes. Oh, wow. Look what we got here. We got a tunnel. We got pipes. Look at this. Fencing there, houses back there, but you got fences. Look what we got here. We got a drainage tunnel that goes all the way on the other side of the interstate.
So now this is the tunnel where it's being believed to where she escaped. She went and went to the other side of the highway, which the tunnel takes you to the. So she was on this side of the road to where her car was. This is this side with this entryway. If you go to the other side of the tunnel to the entryway, she's on the opposite side of the same highway. So it's like when she gets to the other side, if she walks a little bit, she could look over and still see her car sitting right there. So it would be easy for her to have someone just sitting there waiting for her. So she had time to do all this. So the police, while she walking through the trail and coming through the tunnel, the police is up there looking for the baby. And now her. But she's already hot on the trail of getting away. Type of situation. She makes it to the other side. She hops in the car. They pull off and they go to the Hotel Redworth Inn in Birmingham. Birmingham is not far. So they went right to the hotel, allegedly Redworth Inn in Birmingham. And she was with a male. She was not with a female. She was with a male. Is what that word. Correct. She was just with a male. So so we will break this down. Our next live, we're not done. We're going to listen to the interview from that I'm going to do with Redworth Inn, and then also we're going to listen to the interview that Carlee's brother's girlfriend did, the one who she called after 911, the one she on the phone with. Nancy Grace interviewed her, so we're going to hear from her, and then we're going to keep. We're going to keep it lit. That's what we do. We're going to keep it popping. So I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. We will be going on to coffee. So make sure you're over there. We'll be back later over here on YouTube. I'm going to explain coffee a little bit more. And we're also going to talk about a little bit about what happened yesterday with some stuff. So, so I love you all. Thank you so much for being so supportive of me. I really appreciate it. Until the next show. Bye.